Force yourself to organize your learning. Students, friends, and rising leaders of tomorrow, let us take a quiet moment to speak about something that determines your success long before you enter an examination hall, long before you write an assignment, and long before you ever see the results that shape your academic journey. It is a force so powerful that it can elevate an average student into excellence and yet destroy the potential of someone gifted. That force is order, the ability to organize your mind, your time, and your environment so effectively that your future becomes inevitable. Before we dive deeper, kindly remember to subscribe, like, and comment so that our message reaches more students, teachers, parents, and communities who care about effective learning and transformation. Now let us begin with a simple story of Alex and Ben. Imagine two students, Alex and Ben. Both are bright, both have dreams that burn in their hearts, both come from similar backgrounds and have access to the same resources, but their lives unfold in completely different directions. Alex, the brilliant but chaotic learner. Alex is intelligent, charismatic, and full of potential, but Alex has one fatal weakness: disorder. His mind is brilliant, but his life is chaotic. His study desk is a battlefield of misplaced books, scattered notes, empty pens, open files, and forgotten assignments buried beneath the clutter. His timetable exists only in his imagination. His thoughts are constantly scattered, and he always feels like a step behind. Alex waits for the right mood. He waits for inspiration. He waits to feel ready. He waits for motivation to strike like lightning before he can start studying or working on a project. He fears starting. He fears structure, and he fears the discipline required for greatness. Because of this, Alex spends most of his academic journey reacting instead of leading. When a deadline approaches, Alex panics. When an exam is near, Alex scrambles. Every day feels like a fire he did not prepare for. His energy is consumed not by learning, but by managing the crises created by his own disorganization. Alex is busy, but he is not progressing. Deep inside, he knows this. He is trapped in the exhausting cycle of last-minute miracles and near disasters. His days are lost to distraction, and opportunities slip through his fingers because his life, quite simply, lacks order. Ben, the student of structure and system. Now consider Ben. Ben is not more intelligent than Alex. He is not necessarily more hardworking, but he is fundamentally different. Ben lives by system. Ben begins each morning with intention. Before touching a phone or scrolling through messages, he looks at his daily plan. His desk is clean, his documents are sorted, his goals are clearly written, his priorities are listed. His environment whispers to him, "You are in control." Ben does not wait for motivation. He understands that motivation is a visitor, it comes and goes, but discipline is a resident. Ben acts even when he does not feel like it. When he hears the lazy inner voice that says, "I'll do it later," he does not negotiate, he acts immediately. Ben has learned a life-changing truth. Your system is more important than your talent. Your structure is more powerful than your intelligence. While Alex is fighting chaos every day, Ben is building momentum. While Alex collapses under pressure, Ben thrives under structure. Ben's discipline compresses decades into days because his energy is focused, his time is protected, and his mind is clear. Why most students begin as Alex, and many stay there. The painful truth is that many students start like Alex and never make it to the level of Ben. They allow their dreams to be buried under clutter, distraction, confusion, and emotional impulsiveness. They mistake movement for progress. They mistake activity for productivity. They mistake clutter for a normal part of life. But disorder is not a harmless habit. It is a silent assassin of academic success. You can have the best teachers, the best school, the best resources, but if your life is disorganized, you will sabotage your own greatness. You either organize your life, or your disorganization will organize your failure. The tyranny of the cluttered mind. Many students blame bad luck, difficult subjects, unfair teachers, or lack of resources for their struggles. But often, the problem is far simpler and more uncomfortable. their life lacks order. When your time is not controlled, it controls you. When your mind is scattered, your potential is strangled. When your environment is chaotic, your future suffocates. A cluttered mind cannot create. A chaotic environment cannot inspire. A disorganized student cannot win. Time is the most unforgiving currency of life. Once wasted, it never returns. Studies indicate that people lose up to 1 hour each day searching for misplaced items, reorganizing scattered materials, or switching between poorly planned tasks. That is 365 hours per year, enough time to master a subject, learn a skill, complete a project, or transform your future. The disorganized student lives in constant internal storms, not physical exhaustion, but mental fatigue. Their mind is heavy with unfinished tasks, forgotten responsibilities, and divided attention. And when the mind is heavy, the spirit cannot rise. Look around your room right now. Your environment reflects your inner world. A cluttered room reveals a cluttered mind. A disordered desk reveals a distracted spirit. You cannot win battles if your weapon is misplaced. You cannot conquer exams if your thoughts are scattered. Therefore, order is not an option, it is a necessity. The foundation of control, discipline, and system. If you truly desire academic excellence, clarity, confidence, and unstoppable growth, you must first bring order into your life. Order is not just neatness, it is the foundation upon which success rests. The world does not reward confusion, it rewards clarity. The world does not reward chaos, it rewards control. The world does not reward intention, it rewards execution. When your life is structured, you think clearly. When your mind is organized, you learn efficiently. When your environment is aligned, you move purposefully. System is the master key. A planned life is a powerful life. A scheduled day is a successful day. A structured mind is an unstoppable mind. As the ancient wisdom says, by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Preparation is not a luxury, it is the very foundation of winning. The power of immediate action. The difference between the average student and the exceptional one is simple: immediate action. The lazy inner voice whispers, "Do it later." But later becomes tomorrow, and tomorrow becomes never. You don't silence that voice by arguing, you silence it by acting. Act immediately. Act decisively. Act consistently. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is not about feeling good, it is about doing what must be done. You cannot build excellence with soft habits. You cannot create a great future while obeying your comfort zone. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. Discipline is the cure. As the wise saying reminds us, the road to success is always under construction. Order is not a one-time event, it is a continuous commitment. Your growth requires daily discipline. Mastering time, the currency of destiny. Time is the most precious resource a student has. Time cannot be stretched, borrowed, controlled, or paused. But it can be mastered through order. The student who controls their time controls their destiny. Plan your day before the day begins. Protect your time like a treasure. Direct your minutes like soldiers marching into victory. When your hours have purpose, your life gains power. When your time is structured, success becomes inevitable. If you do not design your day, the world will design it for you. And the world is full of distractions. When you build order, you turn wasted minutes into milestones. You turn scattered energy into sharp focus. You turn ordinary days into extraordinary progress. The psychological and spiritual reward of order. Order does more than improve grades, it transforms your mind, your emotions, and your peace. The disorganized student lives in constant stress. The organized student lives in clarity and calm. Disorder creates anxiety. Order creates confidence. Disorganization makes life feel heavy. Order makes life feel possible. The ancient scripture captures this principle beautifully. He that ruleth his spirit is better than he that taketh a city. Proverbs 16:32. True power is not in conquering others, it is in conquering yourself. When you rule your inner world, your outer world falls into place. When you master your routine, you master your reality. When your goals are clear, your steps become great. When your vision is structured, your future becomes certain. Where there is no vision, the people perish. Proverbs 29:18. Order gives your dreams structure. Structure gives your motivation direction. Direction gives your life meaning. The final charge, discipline decides destiny. Now we come to the truth that will define your academic journey. Discipline decides destiny. You can dream, hope, pray, plan, and wish, but without discipline, nothing will change. Potential is not enough. Intelligence is not enough. Even talent is not enough. The students who rise are not the most gifted, they are the most consistent. They act when others hesitate. They organize when others procrastinate. They focus when others indulge in distraction. They understand that consistency builds capability. Capability builds confidence. And confidence builds destiny. Discipline transforms failure into feedback. It transforms obstacles into opportunities. It transforms weakness into strength. Students, do not wait for tomorrow. Do not wait for motivation. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Begin now. Organize your space. Organize your time. Organize your thoughts. Organize your habits. Because when your life is in order, your mind becomes powerful. When your mind is powerful, your results multiply. When your results multiply, your destiny unfolds. Before we end, kindly remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment so that this message can reach more students, parents, teachers, school leaders, and community members who care deeply about effective learning and personal mastery. You are capable of greatness. You are capable of transformation. And with discipline and system, you are capable of compressing decades into days. Go now and organize your life. Your future is waiting. Your destiny is calling. Your rise begins today. Just drop a comment on one thing that most touched you in this video.